The world never has been confronted with so many complex challenges at the same time. And the role of the annual meeting in Davos is not just to address one of those challenges, but to provide a systemic, strategic overview about all what's important on the global agenda, and if possible, to come up with solutions and how we should confront, as a multi-stakeholder community, those challenges. To name only some of the challenges, of course, it's the economic situation, it's the great volatility which we have, not only in the capital markets, but food prices, commodity prices in general. And I could go on and on. Our risk report, which we will publish just in time for the annual meeting, will describe in detail 34 of those challenges. I think everybody will ask the question, what is the economic outlook? Will we go again into a kind of recessionary environment? Will we finally come out of the crisis? We have different economic policies. We have quite a number of issues related to what we call now the period of austerity. So the economic outlook will be one major pillar. But as expressed in our theme, we are living in a completely new reality. So we want to know, what is this reality? What is different now after the crisis from before the crisis? Because our assumption is that the crisis was a structural one, and many things have changed, and we should not go back to the old recipes. Number three, we want to make a strong contribution to the G20 process. We are working together with the French presidency. The G20 has become a major element of global governance, and as it has already been shown in Seoul, business has to be and should be integrated into this process, because the problems which we face cannot be solved by governments alone. They need public-private partnerships, they need the support of the business community and of civil society. And finally, we want to show how we can address risks in a much more proactive and systemic way. So one of the outcomes of Davos will be the creation of a risk response network, bringing together all the best minds, thinking over and dealing with risks. First, Davos is taking place at the beginning of the year, so it's a very good moment to reflect on the future. We also have to do it in the famous spirit of Davos, which means Davos is not a meeting where you have speakers and then you have listeners. Everybody is an active participant, and here we make sure that all walks of life are involved. Not only political leaders, business leaders, but a very important role, of course, plays the experts, academia. Media can contribute a lot, because media are among those who are best informed, but we have our young global leaders, we have the social entrepreneurs, we have the religious leaders. All those form together society. And if we want to solve all the issues, we need a commitment, we need an engagement of society at large, and Davos is the place to do so.